Hello and welcome to Gaston Spotlight. I'm Jacob Brindle, your host for today, and I have a special guest in the studio, Alex Hayes from Gaston College's AV Tech program, and we wanted to get some insight of the young people in this program. How are you, Alex?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Alex. Thanks for coming on Gaston Spotlight today.
No problem.
The first question is, what really inspired you to become an AV Tech student?
So what inspired me to become an AV Tech student is I want to be a filmmaker. And I think learning all the things necessary, learning a little bit of everything will help me become a filmmaker in the future and a film director. And I also want to be a script writer, an actor, and just basically do a little bit of everything and just have my own film studio one day.
Well, especially in this industry, being a jack of all trades is very crucial, and I see you got the Spider-Man, the Marvel sweatshirt on, so I can atone for that. But Alex, what would you say is your biggest flaw for filmmaking process, and how would you try to overcome it?
I would say one of my biggest flaws would have to be the audio is one of them, and certain shots, like maybe sometimes the headroom or the lead room might be a bit weird looking, and I'm definitely trying to do a lot better at that, and I feel like I have done somewhat better compared to when I first started this program.
And talking about overcoming obstacles, what's one obstacle in the filmmaking process that would intimidate you while you're making a project?
One of them, like when I edit a project, sometimes like if there's something that needs like some editing, like let's say for example, I need to cut something out, and there's and it's kind of overarching with the editing thing. I have to figure out a way to cut it out to make it more smooth, and sometimes that can be a little intimidating.
Yeah, of course. Well, for me, when I'm editing projects, I feel like that's some of my favorite work is kind of going through the adversity and battling the obstacles. But what about you, Alex? What's your favorite part in making a film?
Just all of it, making it, filming the people, filming the scenes, and also just editing it. I love editing, and I also love writing the scripts, and I love seeing all of it come together.
And I said you had that Marvel sweatshirt on earlier, so this brings up the next great question of what movie or film inspires you to keep sharing your passion of film and creativity?
That's a great question. So there's a lot of films. Growing up, definitely the Spider-Man movies, and Spider-Man No Way Home being a more recent one. And there's so many wonderful films out there. And another recent one would be Shelby Oaks, created by Chris Suckman. He's a film critic on YouTube who became a filmmaker, and that really inspires me to keep going, and I love that.
And as this program shapes your idea of film creation and expressing creativity, when you leave here, when you go into the real world of filmmaking, what do you expect to create when you leave Gaston College?
Great question. So I expect to create all kinds of movies, sci-fi, fantasy movies, but I might make some action films as well, but mostly sci-fi and fantasy related movies. I want to make something unique, something that hasn't been seen before, and just have a lot of amazing stuff in it, and also some inspirational stuff as well, and something that people can escape from, and escape into a wonderful world of magic and all kinds of fun stuff.
And Alex, what's your least favorite trope in movies, and what makes it so bad?
So, my least favorite trope, that's a hard one because there's a lot of great stuff in movies. But if I had to say one of my least favorites, I guess when a movie drags on too long. And I don't mind slow-paced movies. I really don't. There's a lot of great ones out there, but I'm talking about how sometimes they might drag something on that doesn't need to be dragged on. And I think sometimes if you get straight to the point, or you kind of let it be slow naturally instead of just dragging it on, I think that would be better. So basically just dragging on for a long time of something that may not need to be dragged on is my least favorite trope in film.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, that seems like all the time we have for today. First off, thank you to Alex Hayes for coming on the show and letting us know more about you and your experiences with the program.
Yeah, thank you.
If you would like to check out any other episodes of Gaston Spotlight or want to see what the broadcasting program is up to, check out our Instagram at Gaston Broadcast or search Gaston Spotlight on YouTube. And you can check out our student projects on GC Video Production. That's our YouTube channel. I'm Jacob Brindle, and this has been Gaston Spotlight.